Come back. We're going to start our second foundation chain, and we follow the pattern, and it says 24, chain 24. So we're going to do that. Make a little knot. Don't pull it too tight, and we're going to chain 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 here. And I kept it loose because I want a little bit stretch in my foundation chain. Okay, we have to do an ESF. That means an inside stitch in the front. Why is it an inside stitch? Because the blue is the outside. These are the outside lines of your work, and these are the windows, and your white or the lighter yarn goes over your windows, but inside of it. So the outer color stays dark and the background color stays white, and that's why this is an inside stitch in the front. And in the front means it stays in the front. If it was in the back, I should have gone through this window, but it stays in the front. So we do that here. Now the inside stitch in the front, especially in the foundation chain, you make your first double crochet on the 6th of your foundation, your 6th chain. Let me find the 6th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one there. So I'm going to mark it with me. Just when you're a beginner, mark everything. Stitch markers are very handy. Hairpins, whatever, leftover yarn, I don't care what you use, just mark that 6th stitch. Now I'm immediately picking up these two together. See, that's because my inside stitch in the front covers the first window of my blue yarn. So this is already covered. We're not going to use that because in the pattern it says 2B, and that means I need to work in the back. And in the back is not going into any blue yarn. No, in the back means we're going to make a double crochet, chain 1 in the back of your work. And that means we're going through a window. See, your hook goes through a window. It doesn't go anywhere else. I have wrongly placed this stitch marker, but it doesn't matter that much. I need that. This one, I need that loop, see? But I'm pulling it backwards through the window again, and I make my double crochet. See, you do it through the window, not in any blue yarn. I lose my stitch marker here because now I found the 6th chain and I've done it. And there it is, our first double crochet, but the B is not finished. A B means double crochet and chain 1. So we're going to do that chain 1. And look, we have our first interlocking work. This is interlocking. See, it locks. It locks. It's there. And then we go on. It says 2B. So we're going to yarn over, do the next double crochet, B, and chain 1. B means again back of work, of the back behind, you know, behind, back of the blue. B means just the back of the blue. So we're going through the next window, so not through the same, but the next window. And we're going to find that 2nd chain on your foundation. Let me see which one we used. You have to stretch it sometimes a little bit. We use this one. We skip this one and we get that one on your hook. Now don't do anything. Don't do yarn over or anything. No, pull it through the window. Again, pull it through the window. Pull it through the window. Now you do yarn over and you do your double crochet. See? double crochet, and because it's a B, immediately chain 1. It's there. And now see what you have. I'll lay it down a little bit. The first 3 windows are covered by 1, 2, 3 double crochet or the side stitch here. And it's the inside stitch. There, and this is interlocking, and we're going to do the next stitch. I grab my yarn up, I get my work up, yarn over because it's always a double crochet. There are no single crochets except for the border. We're going to look at the pattern and it says 1F. And 1F, what is that? That is 1 in the front of the blue. How do you do 1 in the front of the blue? Well, again, you skip 1 on your chain and you do it in the second one and you go in front. See, I'm not going through the window, I'm going in front. Get that? Loop, yarn over, and double crochet 1. And immediately, because it's an F, chain 1. There. And now you see the first 4 windows of the blue are covered by 4 posts in the white. See? So we're going to continue with our pattern, and it says 3B. Now 3B, so it's immediately yarn over. You see this window is covered, if you hold your work correctly, covered by the front post of this one. So that means you can't do this. This is wrong. You go to the next window because each window is covered by a post of the other color. And we're going to find that one, the second chain, skip 1 chain and find the second one on your foundation key, pull it backwards and make a double crochet. And immediately, because it's a back, chain 1. And it says we need to do 3 of those. So we go into the next window, peekaboo, there it is again, through the next window, not in, through it. Get the second one on your foundation key, check it, skip this one, so it's this one. Hold your work back again, pull it backwards, see I'm pulling that backwards, that's the loop. Yarn over, yarn through, and the next to finish your double crochet and immediately chain 1. We're going to do the third one in the back. Again, skip 1 on your foundation, chain there, skip 1, yarn behind, go through that window again. I had already yarn over, look, through the window, 1 skip, this one, pull it backwards, yarn over, and finish your double crochet and immediately chain 1. This is the most difficult of your whole work. If you do this correctly, your work is flawless. Really, this is important. And we follow the pattern, and it says again 1 in the front to cover this window. So we go into look and we skip 1 chain on your foundation, chain 1, and here we do it in the second. Yarn is already over. Get it in front of your work seam, not pulling through or do anything else. Get it in front of your work and finish your double crochet and immediately chain 1. And I'm taking a little break because I'm very thirsty. But look how this continues. And welcome back. I needed a little break to get some tea. And we're back. And what did we do? Let me see. Let me go to my knit companion. Oh yes, we did 2 back, 1 front, 3 back, 1 front, and the next one is 2 back. Make sure you lay your work down that each white vertical post covers each window of the blue yarn. So now we're going to make our 2 back. As you see, all the windows are covered with a vertical post with your double crochets in the white yarn. So we need to skip that one. So we do yarn over because this post covers this window. See, this window is covered with a curtain. Then put your yarn through the next window. This is this one. Check behind if you have the next window. And skip 1 on your foundation. Find your second chain to use. Get that loop, pull it backwards, not too fast, not too tight, yarn over and make your double crochet. And because it is a bee, immediately chain 1, and we need to make 2 bags. So again, yarn over. This window is filled and already used by an occupant or a vertical post of the white yarn. Yarn over, find that second stitch on your foundation chain, and that's here, backwards, and we make our double crochet and we chain 1 and immediately yarn over. And now it says as last stitch on this trellis that we have to do 1 ESF and an ISF. ISF means inside stitch in the front. We skip 1, we only have 1 left, luckily, not 4 or 5. Skip 1 on your foundation. We do it again in the front there, and we make a double crochet. And because it's the last chain, it's the last stitch on this row, I immediately chain 4. Chain 3 if you're a normal crocheter, chain 4 if you're tight like me. I will chain 4. Secure your work with a stitch marker or anything else, or a little piece of other yarn might do, or hairpin, whatever. There, and we got our first row of interlocking filet crochet. And you see, this is the locking, this is the interlocking, and filet crochet is just a window and you make a pattern with it. There, this is basic start. This is the most difficult part of interlocking filet crochet, and I hope this video helps you and that you can use this video to start your interlocking filet crochet adventure, because it's different. Okay, I hope to see you in the next row.